Hi guys, this is Karen from Scrap Wicked. As usual, I come to you on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. with a little tip, trick, or a layout I made, or just something that I think might be interested or something that I liked, and I hope you do too. Tonight, as usual, I'm on Facebook Live. Tonight, I pre-recorded this earlier today because I have something to do tonight, but I still wanted to leave you guys with something that I think you might like. I wanted to talk about the laser paper packs. I am going to show you something I did with the Love Wins laser pack. I love them. If you're wondering what they are, I think I showed you in a different video. It's usually a pack of 3. It's laser cut. It's kind of like a giant laser die cut. That can basically work as its own page. You just put it on a piece of cardstock or a piece of designer paper. You put your photos in, and it's really pretty simple. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you like. You can embellish them. They're usually double-sided, so one side might be one color or more decorative, and the other side might be a little more plain or just a different color. This is the Love Wins. I showed you previously a layout that I did using this one right here. This doesn't show the other side, so the other side must have been very plain. It must have just been white. So, and I can't remember because I have it stuck down. So this was a layout I did. I took that die cut. I just teetered it a little, made it a little bit crooked. I added the title. I put a couple pictures. I added a sticker cluster myself. And I even put some designer paper under this arrow and the dots, which was a negative space when I did it, and put it on a piece of designer paper from the Love Wins collection. It was really pretty easy. So if you have everything you need, this is why getting the collections are great, because I had the stickers, I had the paper pack, I had, you know, whatever I needed to make this look adorable. So that was that one. So tonight I'm showing you something a little different that I'm doing with the heart shape designer cut. I will show you the third one that's in the pack. I haven't done anything with it yet. That's this one. This one's pretty simple. It's very plain on one side, and it's got like greens and beiges and black on the other. And it's got 2, looks like 4x6 cutouts there. So putting the photos in is really easy if you'd like to do that. You might say, well, you can turn it this way, but wait a minute, then my heart is crooked. So there's definitely things you can do with this. You could cover that with a mat. You could cut out a circle and cover it, do whatever you want. I can show you different things with this later. So I'm going to do the heart because I thought it was really cute. And I had a couple of pictures of Gideon and Charlotte that I was going to do. So I have a piece of deep sea green cardstock that I'm going to use. And this was, let me take these off so you can kind of see. This is the laser die cut. You can see it's green on one side and it's pink on the other. I'm going to use the green side because I'm putting this in my grandson Gideon's scrapbook. It was the day that his mom babysat his cousin Charlotte. And it showed how much the picture's really cute. He really enjoyed his time. But I thought this looked kind of plain, just kind of putting, you know, I could have put designer paper behind it or whatever, but what I decided to do was kind of treat it like a recipe template. So I took a pencil, I had a larger piece of designer paper from the Love Wins collection. And what I did was I put it under and I traced. I'll show you what I did. And I fussy cut the pieces out just as if I was doing a recipe template. So I put the paper under, I cut this piece, I cut this piece. It was actually really simple. It didn't take me much time at all. And I cut this piece, and I cut it so the arrow here is going to go on top of it. So you can see kind of how it's going to look. So I have one piece that I have not done yet, so I want to show you how I did it. So I'll put this aside. And I have my template. So I have this, actually this one piece here left that I needed to do. So what I'm going to do is, there's a flat side here. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to line it on the flat side. So all I need to do is take my pencil and do that one curved line. Now, if you have a really long space you need to do, it's kind of beneficial to you to kind of hold down the template so it doesn't move or jiggle or bend and your pencil line gets all honky, all wonky and stuff. So I'm going to now fussy cut this piece out. I'm going to cut right on the line. Now it's always, this is a tiny piece, so it's not really a good example, but it's always best to cut with one hand and turn your paper with the other. And to also have the paper towards the back of your scissors. Now this is the micro tip creative memory scissors, which I love because it gets into all those little small spaces. I like to use a mechanical pencil when I'm drawing lines on paper because it just erases really simply your little pencil marks. So this I don't need. So now I'm going to, you can see if I put this on here, I know I don't have it stuck down yet. This is going to fit right inside there. So it's going to look really good. So I'm going to start putting it down, but I think the first thing I want to do, what I did was one of these pictures, there was no way that I was going to be able to cut this into a circle to fit into here. So what I did was I cut it into a circle as much as I could, and then I took another piece of paper and cut it into a circle and put it behind it. So when this goes under here, it's still going to look really cute. I could put hearts on either side if I wanted to, or I just leave it the way it is and it looks totally fine. So I'm going to stick that on here first, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to put some repositionable tape on the other side of here. You could do repositionable. You could use the mini tape runner. Do whatever you want. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it down how I want and just fit it right on, center it as much as I can how I want it. I do want it a little more like that. And I'm just going to put that on there. Now the reason I did that first was because this photo needs to go under it. Otherwise, we don't want that. And I don't want to have to cut it. So I'm just going to fit that under here when I put it down. See? So the next thing I want to do, because the 4x6 photo really isn't big enough to stick to the back of this, so I'm going to just stick this down. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put some regular tape runner on here. I'm going to put a little repo there because that's where that's going. But I'm going to do repo around here. You could use, again, you could use mini. But I'm just going to do that because it's just quicker and easier. The bigger spots, I'm going to use regular on. So I'll just put a little regular there, or a little regular there. It'll hold it down. I'm not going to stick down this part of the arrow yet because I'm putting paper under there, but I'll do this part. Here's my sheet again. Line it up the way that I want it. And I think that's actually pretty cute. You could do it this way if you wanted and just cut off the edges, the parts that stick over, but I'm just going to make this one straight. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. I know people that have inked these as well. You could take your stamping ink and just kind of rough the edges around there. So I'm also going to take, here's my little piece. So I'm going to start, I'm going to put this on for now. And I'm going to fit that right in there. Perfect. I think I'm going to put my photo in there as well. This photo actually went like this, but I'm going to put it like that. Just because nobody else will know except for you guys. Yeah, this way, Karen. So I'm gonna fit this right under here. Make it so it fits perfectly. Love it. And now I'm gonna take the rest of my pieces here. You know, even if I do some with regular tape runner, I like to do, if there's like little points, I find it's easier to use the tape runner refill because it sticks down better. I'm gonna get my edges. I like to get my edges down. You could still decide to put some regular tape in the center. I'm not cutting this off. And then I'm gonna fit it right in here. And then I have my arrow that I'm just gonna put a little repo on it to stick that down. And I have one more piece to fit. I'm gonna get my corners. And I'm gonna fit this on. Perfect. There you go. Not too bad, not too shabby for a rush job. Then you may want to grab a title. Like I know this, he thought this was just the best day ever. So I would probably put that there. And I do have some stickers left over from the Love Wins paper pack. So I think maybe I will pick something here. I think let's see. That looks cute actually. I think I'm gonna pop it up though, because I might put something under it. It's my foam squares. I'll just put a few on here just to give it some dimension. I'll put that right there. I know it covers my heart, but that's okay. And then I think I'm going to take this little cute little pinky one, put that one there. And I know I have some little ones. See if I can find those. If not, I'll do it later. Oh, here we go. I have these cute little ones as well. So I think I might pick this little green polka dotted one. I think I'll foam square that one. So I like to do our little rule of threes. And there you go. You know, we have a little bit here, but we can always add something there too. But it actually looks cute. So I'm happy with it. And then what I did, one more thing to show you, is I made this cute little envelope that I'm just going to put right there. And then I'll probably journal somewhere. Actually, could put this here if I really wanted to. Let's see. I know that's just repositionable tape here, so I can lift that. Maybe it's something that I could even put. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to repo this down, only because I'm very unsure of myself right now, but I'm going to put it right there because I think it looks cute. And I'll probably put a little journaling. I have a white pen. I'll probably journal a little white pen like here or so. And that's it. So one last thing, if you want me to show you a quick tutorial on how to make this envelope, it's actually pretty easy. Let me show you that. All you need is a 3x3 square. You need a ruler, and you make a pencil line from a diagonal corner to diagonal corner, both ways. And then what I did, and trust me, do it in designer paper. Double-sided designer paper is a great way to do it. If it's not double-sided, then just make your inside the white and do your pencil marks on the white. Then what I did is I took a piece of cardstock, and cardstock is good for this. I made it 1.5 inches by 2 inches. And then I took a pencil and I drew a pencil line down the middle here and then down the middle here. So at 1 inch is here is the middle, and 3/4 of an inch is the middle there. So turn your 3x3 square this way, so it's like a diamond. And what you want to do is take your rectangle and you want to put it on the lines. You want to match up your lines from the big triangle to the little triangle. So what that does is that puts this right in the center. You take the bottom and you fold it up. And this is why you're using cardstock, or you could use a little tiny piece of thin chipboard, because you want to know where it's folding. And then you take the top and you fold it down. And you want to make sure you really crease it. You can use a bone folder if you want. And yeah, I know you can do this with your scoring blade and your trimmer, but I'm trying to make it easier and quicker for you. So then you unfold that, and then you fold the sides in. And you want to really crease it. You want to do both sides. And then you're going to open it up. And this I'm just saving for if I want to do it again. Then what I did, if you want to be super quick and easy, because it's not a big deal, you could take your scissors and you could just make a snip up along the bottom. So you just go easy. Or you can measure it if you're really anal about that. That's fine too. You want to, and then once you've done that, you can see that you have in your little corners, you have a little triangle there, 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 and there. Sometimes it's easier to see the crease it's easier on one side of the paper rather than your other. I can see it better if I turn it over. I'm just going to cut these little triangles. What that does is takes the bulk out for when you're folding. Because definitely, you know, paper can, if it's folded a lot and it's small, can get kind of bulky and weird. So I'm going to cut these little corners out. Got one more. Okay. So now you have, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to take my repositionable tape, or you can take permanent tape, whatever. And I'm going to tape that, that, and that. I'm going to take the sides and I'm going to stick them in. And then I'm going to take the bottom. And this is why, you know, if you want to make this pretty even, but you can use a straight trimmer. I didn't just because of time. I did on my other one. And there you go. You have an envelope. You can put your envelope, you can, well, first of all, you can erase your line here. And it should come off fairly easily with your pencil. And then you can either have an open envelope or you can have a closed envelope. And with a closed envelope, let me see if I have a little, I think I have a little heart in here. I do. You could put a little closed envelope and you could put a little heart on it like that. I'm going to show you a closed one because my other one was open, so you know what that looks like. I'm in a little closed envelope. You can use repositional tape on this, or you can use your glue pen. And I'm just going to put this right on the bottom. And that looks really cute as well. I mean, you could take the closed envelope and you could go, I could put it there, here, whatever. Or, you know what? You can make a Valentine's Day card with these. Would be super cute on a Valentine's Day card. So that's all I wanted to show you. Have a good evening, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.